Welcome to Wish Paddle. Today we are at the PPL. Today are the finals here in Miami, the first stop of the year. So far it's sold out. It's been a big success. I have a lot of friends from Spain watching it online, even at night.
That's
and
good.
It's coming day. And we are with Alejandro Hernández Torres, the owner of Las Vegas Smash, Mexican, supporting paddle in the US.
Yes.
So welcome to Wish Paddle.
Thank you. I'm one of 4 owners. So I want to give him.
That's very Vegas.
That's right. That's very Vegas. So yeah, thanks for having me, Rosa.
Of course, my pleasure. Your team is a team that always makes things difficult to the rest, right? Like a tough competitor.
Yeah, we like to think that we're a team with a low profile, meaning we don't have big personalities. We don't have the biggest names, although we do have big names. But we're humble, we're quiet, but we win. But we win.
Yes.
Yeah, we try to win a lot. Yeah.
That's it. So how did you discover paddle? How did you get into paddle?
So as you mentioned, I'm from Mexico. So I've been around paddle for a long time. It was not my number one sport growing up. I'm a tennis player.
Okay.
I played Division I in tennis in the U.S. So really, that's my background. That's my expertise. But paddle, being from Mexico, it has always been around me and my family. We played recreationally throughout my upbringings. And when the PPL, as you know, paddle has been growing for the last probably 5 years at a rate that is super, super fast. About 3-4 years ago, my brother, who's an entrepreneur, asked me, "Hey, we should find an investment in paddle," but I wanted to be in the U.S. And so I started researching, and I came across Marcos del Pilar, who at that moment was launching the Pro Pádel League. And I reached out to him, and I think we built a good connection. He was very gracious. He was very kind to me and opened up the doors. He told me that he would like for me to get involved somehow. At that point, we didn't know how. And I was in Vegas, and at that moment, he was having preliminary discussions with who became my partners.
Okay.
And he made the introductions. All my partners are from Canada.
Oh, wow.
So it's a unique collaboration. So they needed somebody that understood the sport a little bit better, somebody that was local in Vegas, and I needed funding.
Okay, so
and
perfect
so
match.
It was the perfect match, yeah. So I think it has worked for them, and certainly I'm grateful to Marcos and certainly my partners, Abe and Rick and Henry.
Great. What do you do in Vegas out of paddle?
Yeah, so I'm involved with medical device, actually, so very, very different. I spend a lot of time in hospitals.
Okay. Yeah. And every year I try to go to Vegas for the competition, the USPA.
Yeah?
And
I'm
grab surprised. But I'm surprised in how the city is growing, not just the amusement park and entertainment, that's fine. But how, as a city, is developing and the different business there? Yeah,
I mean, there's a very strong effort to grow the city, but not only the Strip, which is where all the casinos are. They're really trying to build the community. So I actually think COVID expedited that process. There's a lot of people from California moving into Las Vegas. It's close to.
It's well connected
to LA, so it's well connected. It's easy to travel, and so bringing professional sports. We have pretty much every sport. Baseball is moving. We'll have professional baseball here in the next couple of years, and there's
the Raiders. They moved from. I used to live in San Francisco. They moved from Oakland.
Yeah.
To there, and people are still going from Oakland to Vegas to support their team.
Yeah. So we have the Raiders, we have the Las Vegas Aces, who were champions. That's basketball, and we're gonna get the Oakland A's.
Wow.
In baseball, now they're gonna be I'm guessing Las Vegas A's, and there's rumors that the NBA is gonna expand to additional franchises, and Las Vegas is one of them. So we have paddle, we have everything now. And on top
And
of the
the Sphere.
casinos, the Sphere, we now gambling in sports is legal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely grown.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about this, what we are seeing here, could be a stop maybe next year or the other year, but people are willing to watch the sport, to have a team, and also there are excellent venues there.
Yeah, there's great potential. I really think that the league and us as owners, we definitely want to pick the right event for Vegas, because when the PPL come to Vegas, we're gonna want to do it big.
Yeah, Vegas
So,
style.
Vegas style, exactly.
And going back to this season, so far Miami, it's been a big success. What can we expect during the rest of the stars?
Yeah, so I'll be honest. I don't know what to expect in San Sebastian. That's new for
good
all
food
of
for
us.
sure.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I mean, it's going to be beautiful. One of my favorite cities in Spain. Yeah. So we're all looking forward to being there. In terms of the event, I really don't know what to expect. But Mike, the CEO of the PPL, we're in good hands, and I'm sure that him and his team are going to do a great job. And certainly for Mexico, Guadalajara, who I'm more familiar with, I know that we're going to have a great event. I mean, the benefit of Mexico is that the audience is very passionate about paddle. Everything's less expensive there, so I'm guessing the production is going to be very well done, as good as here, maybe even better. And the public is going to come.
Yeah.
Especially when you have players like Marta Ortega, Sofia Araujo, Gonzalo, Alfonso, Agustin Tapia, etc.
Yeah, when I go to Mexico, I connect with the La Pala. I say Los Amigos de La Pala, like the media outlet. They're great. And I think when I talk to them, I realize how passionate people are there, not just to follow the stars, but also playing amateur, their internal leagues.
Yep.
It's a big movement.
Very. I was raised, we were talking before the interview started, I was raised in Puebla, and the amount of clubs opening, it's mind-blowing. It's almost like it's too many now. But I guess I'm wrong. I don't think it's too many. They're full. All of them are booked, so that's good. That's good for the sport. That's good for those that like paddle. And I think I don't know what you think, but paddle is a sport that's easy to begin, to start. It's really hard to master, but it's easy to start. So I think a lot of people that get to watch it or experience it, they fall in love fast. So I think it's good for the community as well.
That's the trick. It's engaging.
Yeah.
And the learning curve is like a lie. Like it's playing with you. It's cheating because you feel you can do it. Yeah. And then it becomes more. But it's also challenging and nice for that.
Absolutely.
Your team, last year, for example, you had Pablo Cardona, right?
Yeah.
And Gonzalo Alfonso. So it's kind of you discovered the stars.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I try to be, I don't know, this is, of course I'm biased, but I approach things differently, I think, than most. Yes, I definitely want stars because we need to compete. There's too many good players in every single team. So I have to find a way to build a team that's not full with stars only, because stars tend to be selfish. And I think part of the reason why they're as good as they are is because they have to be a little selfish. So I understand that side. But this is now a team sport in an individual sport as well. So how do I bring a star that tends to be very selfish and bring them into a team environment, and they're willing to maybe sit on the bench one time? So I try to find those athletes that are that put the team first, that they're working hard, and but there's also the business side. I have to be able to afford them.
Yeah, it's a balance.
We have a budget, and we have to be creative sometimes. And we hate to. I love my first season. I loved every single one of them. They're the original team. Yeah. They're the team that gave us the first championship in the PPL. So I'm gonna forever love them. But this is also business, and the league is changing. So you saw a change from season 1 to season 2. I try to keep as many of the original ones with me. And now season 2 to 3 has also changed and transitioned and progressed for the good, I think. Yeah. So you have to continue to evolve. If you don't, then I think you're gonna you're not going to do the right thing for the team. And I think we have the right core, we have the right teams. We lost some. You mentioned Cardona. We lost Cardona. We lost others, and but I'm so happy to see them around. I think they deserve to be here, and I'm happy that they have an opportunity to join a different team.
So who are your players and the coach this year?
Yeah, so my player from the women's side, we have 5 fantastic players. We have Marta Ortega, Sofia Araujo, Alejandra Alonso, all top 15, 16 in the world. And then we have Noah Canovas.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, and Sara Ruiz. So Sara Ruiz and Noah will most likely play a lot in Guadalajara. So I'm looking forward to seeing the young ones participate there. And on the guys' side, we have also 4 amazing players and good people. We have Gonza Alfonso, we have Javier Barahona. Basically, I went after another powerful lefty to play with Gonza. And then we have Chisco Gil, who's very, very creative, plays defense really, really well, and has a wonderful relationship with Gonza. So it's fun to watch them play too. They have a lot of fun together. And then I have Federico Mourinho, who didn't come, but we'll see him in San Sebastian for sure.
Good. What are your goals with the team? Not just winning, but also...
Sorry for interrupting. My coach, the single most important person in the team, in my opinion, Guga Vasquez, from Argentina, but has spent many years in Spain and Italy, and he's the guy that him and Palila, in my opinion, are they're the ones that gave us that first trophy, and he's the heart and soul of the team, and he deserves all the credit in the world. I love the guy.
Right. He lives here in Miami, so
he lives in Miami. You know,
everybody knows him. And loves him,
he's wonderful. Yeah,
he's amazing, and he's also been key part of building the ecosystem in the U.S.
Yes, I told him. I think it was this week, maybe a week ago. I said, I'm so happy, but I'm so sad for you. And he didn't understand. I said, well, I'm so happy because I don't know if you realize how much you're doing for the sport here in the U.S. I don't think you realize it. And you're one of the pioneers in the sport here in the U.S. And that's the happy side. And the sad part is that I don't think he'll ever get the credit that he deserves. But he deserves a lot of credit, not only in my team, but in paddle in the U.S.
Of course.
Yeah.
My last question is related to the future. Where do you see the PPL in a few years? Not just the end of the season, but the long-term vision.
I mean, I think it's clear that Mike and his team has decided to make it a global brand. That's why we're going outside the U.S. I think it's a bold and risky move, but I think it is a move also that's going to pay dividends to the teams and the league. I think it's the right move. And even if I'm wrong and it's the wrong move, it's okay, we learn from it. So I think it's going to be a global brand. I think it's going to be a competitive league against any of the major leagues and circuits in the world. What we need is, I think it's critical that we find a broadcasting partner that can help us reach a larger audience, especially in the US. And once we do that, I think the business side, which is a big focus of yours, I don't think it's going to do like that, but I think that's going to allow us to grow the business side, the revenue side, which we obviously all need.
With the sponsors, partnerships, and also getting to know bigger audience, right?
Yes.
Because once people get to know paddle, they start watching it. But a lot of new players, they don't know there are competitions.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, once that we have a larger audience, more eyeballs on us, I think those opportunities, those doors will open. It's not going to be easy because it's still a very small sport. It's a niche sport. But I think once we have eyeballs, I met the new chief revenue officer for the league and the team that she's building around with the social media aspect of it. And I think if we go that route, that direction with the social media, the viral component of our sport, I think we're going to grow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you, Rosa.
Good luck.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.